Ever feel like your English writing is a bit choppy? Or you're not quite sure how to connect two complete thoughts so they flow smoothly? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to unlock a really simple but super powerful secret to make your ideas connect perfectly. So how do we do it, right? How do we take one complete idea and smoothly link it to another one so our writing doesn't sound all clunky and disconnected?
The answer is surprisingly simple. You don't need to memorize a bunch of complex grammar rules. Turns out, all you need are 7 tiny little words that you probably already use every single day.
And these 7 words, they have this awesome nickname that makes them super easy to remember: FANBOYS. So let's break down what that actually means. So FANBOYS is what we call an acronym. Basically, each letter stands for one of those 7 key words. Let's go through them. We've got for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. FANBOYS. See? Super simple, easy to remember.
Okay, but here's the really critical part. FANBOYS are used to join 2 complete sentences. And what's a complete sentence? It's just a full thought, you know? It's got a subject, it's got a verb, and it makes perfect sense all on its own.
All right, I need you to really lean in for this next part, because this is the key to everything. This is the simple formula you've got to remember.
Okay, so first up, you just start with one complete sentence. Easy enough, right? Next, and listen, this is the part almost everyone forgets, you add a comma. That little tiny punctuation mark is absolutely crucial.
Right after that comma, you pick one of our 7 fanboys, whichever one fits the meaning you're going for.
And then you just finish it off with your second complete sentence. So let's put it all together. The formula is sentence, comma, fanboy, sentence. Let that sink in for a second. Seriously, if you can just burn this simple structure into your brain, you've pretty much mastered the whole thing.
Okay, so theory's great and all, but let's see how this thing actually works in the real world. Time to put it into practice with some examples.
All right, let's look at this one. I like English, but it is difficult. You can see the formula right there, can't you? Sentence 1 is I like English, then you've got the comma, our fanboy but, and then sentence 2, it is difficult. The word but is perfect here because it shows the contrast between the 2 ideas.
Let's try another one. He was tired, so he went to bed. Can you spot the 2 complete sentences here? He was tired, that's the cause, and he went to bed, that's the effect. They're connected perfectly by that comma and the fanboy, so.
And how about one more, just to show a little variety? We can study now, or we can study later. Here our fanboy is or, and it's presenting a choice between 2 complete ideas. See how each of these little words creates a totally different relationship between the sentences? So cool.
Okay, so most of these are pretty straightforward, right? But there is one little guy in the fanboys family that can be a little tricky. Let's spend a second talking about nor.
So we use nor when we want to add a second negative idea. But you got to look really closely at the grammar here. He does not drink coffee, nor does he drink tea. See that? After nor, the word order flips. The helping verb does comes before the subject he. I know, it's a little weird. Don't worry, if this one takes a bit of practice to get right.
Okay, before we wrap this up, I've got to show you the single biggest mistake people make with fanboys. I mean, if you can just avoid this one thing, you'll be way ahead of the curve. Okay, here we go. Side by side. The one on the left, I like English, but it is difficult. Nope, that's wrong. It's what we call a run-on sentence. But the one on the right, with the comma right before but, is perfect. You have to remember, when you're using a fanboy to connect 2 complete sentences, that comma is not optional. It has to be there. Whew, we've covered a lot pretty quickly here, so let's just do a super quick final review to make sure the big ideas really stick. Really, it all just boils down to this simple 4-step process. Ready? Step 1, write a complete sentence. Step 2, add that all-important comma. Step 3, pick the perfect fanboys word for your meaning. And step 4, write your second complete sentence. That's it. That's the whole secret right there. And that's it. You have the tool, you know the formula, you've seen how it works. The only thing left to do is actually use it. So here's the little challenge for you. Which fanboys word are you going to try to use in a sentence today? Give it a shot, start practicing, and I promise you will see you writing it better almost immediately.